I ran 9 YouTube channels in 8 months. 7 are dead. My main channel gets all of tens of views. My side channel gets hundreds. My old channels got deleted. That is the honest version of my YouTube journey so far. I've been doing this for about 8 months. I've run 9 channels or brands, 7 are gone, 2 are still alive. Neither one of the new ones is really working, not by the bar I actually care about. I consider working when I start pulling in high 5s to 6-figure views per video. I get hundreds of views at best. Do me a favor, click that like, subscribe, and notify button. It helps me out. Well, hopefully it will one day. This is not a victory lap. I'm not gonna turn 5,000 views into some success story just because it sounds better in a thumbnail. I keep it real. The bar is not, did a few people watch it? The bar is tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands, eventually millions of views. None of these channels were doing that. So here's my autopsy of what I tried, why I tried it, what the numbers actually were, and why most of it is gone. My channel graveyard. My first attempt was the Neurodivergent Executive Dad. I know, nice and short, right? I had recently found out I had ADHD. I kept reading about people with ADHD struggling to hold down jobs. And while I spent years in executive management, I wanted to show others that they could be what they wanted to be. If they wanted to be in executive management, they could. I wanted to show that neurodivergent people could lead teams, hold responsibility, and build careers. It was no hit. I retired it back in April. The channel's gone. I don't have recoverable numbers. To prove that I have ADHD, I then did what any rational person does when one channel isn't instantly working. I made 5 dog channels. Yep, 5. Who's a Funny Boy was intended to be dogs telling dad jokes. In 4 shorts, it did about 5,000 views, which is better than the Neurodivergent Executive Dad, but 1,000 views per short was not going to be a success in a saturated market. Mostly Squirrels was, I think, a unique idea. It was dogs with ADHD teaching ADHD to others. One video got 1,771 views. Decent, but folks there were only for the comedy and didn't want them, and I didn't want to make fun of ADHD people. Off-leash commentary was dogs talking trash and goofing off. It never got a chance. I had lots of ideas, but never made the time to make a video. Sniff Test was about dogs reviewing food, toys, and mostly my life. Once again, no traction, inadequate time dedicated to making the videos. Back then, AI tools were not what they are now, and I didn't know what I do now. My last dog channel, Fireside Paws, was going to be a 12-hour fireplace loop with dogs. One and done, unless it was a hit. I never made it. Too technically challenging. I was never happy with the results. All 5 got deleted on April 22nd. I was spreading my time too thin and I was wearing me out. I worked for 40 hours a week, at least, in IT, usually more. I have a wife and kids, and 4 dogs. Mo's 16, Chihuahua. Shadow is a half Catahoula, half Blue Heeler mix that's 5. My Ted Bear is a mutt. I don't know what he is, but he's a rescue and he's super huggable and lovable, so there's that. And you'll see him on the NRR channel that I have. And our youngest dog, who's 3, her name is Sassy Pants, and she lives up to every bit of her name. She's half husky, half boxer, and all Sassy Pants. Clyde, good Lord. I use Claude as my executive assistant. I also work with Perplexity on strategy. I thought I knew how I could generate income for my special needs son, teach others, and make others' life better. There was one channel that got a second life, and then a third life. Executive Function OS became Read the Board, and then eventually became From IT to Influence. One channel ID. The idea began as a play on ADHD and IT, executive function. That's the part of the brain that ADHD users have trouble with. Operating system, well, I work in IT, so I'm a geek. Then it became Read the Board, meaning reading the room in executive management, understanding how decisions are made, and navigating your way through challenges at work. A behind the scenes, if you will. From IT to Influence morphed into office politics and navigating the ranks. When I deleted the channel, it had 40 videos published, 23 subscribers, and 7,600 total views, right? It was a very big, enormous hit, wasn't it? These weren't 7 random ideas. ADHD, neurodivergence, navigating work, and learning to operate inside organizations showed up again and again, sometimes directly, sometimes as executive advice, once apparently through dogs with ADHD. I was circling the same problem from different angles, but I didn't have the packaging and delivery, or hell, even the video creation process down. I killed the channel for one reason: viewer feedback. I was told I sounded like an LLM, which I would have taken Jarvis as a compliment, but I think they were calling me Siri or worse. And even worse than that, they said I came across like, quote, every other LinkedIn lunatic out there. Ow. That moment changed everything and caused emotional damage. Holy shit, that was not what I wanted. No guru energy, no bullshit, no shady attempts to take advantage of people. But apparently that's what I was showing, and I was not showing the real me. I no longer have Claude or Perplexity generate a shell script and fill it in with war stories. I do have LLMs that audit the scripts that I write. I don't just read a page into the camera now. I talk through ideas, not because AI is bad, I use it constantly, but because the final thing has to sound like a person thought it, not like it was machine assembled. Where do I stand today? Well, I've got 2 channels, one named after me, Jimmy Garcia III. It's got 36 videos, a whopping 14 subscribers, 4,379 total views, and it generates 0.39 subscribers per video. Super swell. No rack required, has 21 videos, 72 subscribers, 5,297 views. It averages almost 3.5 subscribers per video, which it's on pace to, in half the time, it's got double the subscribers and 2/3 of the views that From IT to Influence had in its multi-month run. I use my actual face on the Jimmy Garcia III channel, this one that you're watching right now. Content is about an IT director teaching cloud code and experimenting with AI. My faceless channel is called No Rack Required. Well, it's faceless unless you count my dog Ted, who shows up all the time. The channel focuses on a Mac Mini and not having an enterprise data center to self-host or run a home lab at your house. No Rack Required is converting subscribers at roughly 9 times the rate of the channel named after me. That doesn't make it working, it just means it's doing better. Both are still far below the bar in which I would call success. Like I said earlier in the video, one is tens of views, one gets into the hundreds sometimes. Neither is where I'm trying to take this. 7 dead and retired channels, 2 still standing, neither a success yet. This is not intended to be a motivational video with a bunch of fake energy. Raw, go get them. It's the actual version of what actually happened and what is truly happening now. I'm going to keep making things, measuring them honestly, and cutting what isn't earning its next iteration. I have fully automated editing pipeline and publishing AI systems. Ease of video production has vastly improved for me from days to hours. I turned what I learned into a free channel autopsy skill. It helps you document every channel or content experiment, capture the real numbers, identify what changed, and decide whether to double down, reposition, pause, or kill it. It pulls real numbers from your channel, even a channel that you may have abandoned. It doesn't guess. It runs the exact audit I just told you I did through my channels. It's got a 5-step skill. It pulls live stats via YouTube's APIs. It lists every video. It computes the numbers that actually matter, subscribers per video, views per video, not the generic YouTube partner program, 4,000 watch hours and 1,000 subscribers. If you point it to old project folders and exploits, it'll cross-reference those against what's live and surface anything that maybe got made or never shipped or shipped and got deleted. And of course, it's going to tell you how it is. It reports flat. It's not going to go, you're doing great when you suck. It's going to just tell you the truth, just like I do. If you have a channel that's not where you want it to be, download and use it. It's free. I'm Jimmy Garcia. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one.